Disney's biggest joke in a long time, Snow White, is now predicted to lose about $115 million. That's just an estimate. Nobody really knows for sure. Some people are saying up to $200 million. But New York Post put this out today saying it's likely going to lose 115 because it's still got a little bit more time in the box office. I don't see it making much more money while it's there. It's just not going to bring in that much, considering how much it lost this weekend. It's going to be even worse for it this coming weekend with Minecraft. But this isn't the big story. What I saw today was really funny because now former co-stars are getting in on the fun. Ariana DeBose, who worked with Zegler in West Side Story, threw a little bit of shade yesterday, which I couldn't help but laugh at. She walked this back, by the way. She deleted it and said that she didn't do any research. Whatever that means. She's trying to... So, Mark Platt, if you remember, this is the guy who is the son of the producer of Snow White, who had to fly to New York to try to talk sense into Rachel Zegler because she was tanking the movie. I'm sure he advised her that if she continues down this path, she's going to get blacklisted from Hollywood, which, word around the campfire is, has already happened. But she thought she was too good to be sidelined. She's the best. Nobody has or compares to her beauty, her acting skills, unparalleled. Nobody can replace Rachel Zegler. People will line up on the streets to see her. Tickets will sell out. She is the best woman to walk the red carpet. Well, that's not the case. Turns out everybody hates her. That's why, well, it's part of the reason why that movie tanked. So this woman shared that, specifically the quote, "Narcissism is not something to be coddled." And she deleted it. I don't know why. I would imagine that somebody from her team, because all these people have teams at this point. They all have social media advisors and agents that work with them, and agents have always been there, but these people all have people they work with. Somebody called her up regardless and told you need to delete that, which is funny because I'm surprised Zegler still has that kind of pull, or maybe just somebody smart and that's friends with her told her it's just a bad look. I don't think it's a bad look. I think it's hilarious. So, as it says here in the key points, Ariana DeBose shared a post on Instagram directly quoting criticism of her West Side Story co-star, Rachel Zegler, from Jonah Platt, the son of Zegler's Snow White producer, Mark Platt. DeBose later deleted the post and issued a clarification via an Instagram story, which read in part, "I did not do any research on where this quote came from." Platt initially criticized Zegler for posting in support of Palestine shortly after the release of Snow White's trailer, a move he described as illustrative of Zegler's narcissism, which is true. She thinks that she can do that and it'll be just fine. I don't know if they have... Yeah, here it is. So this is what she shared originally right here from her Instagram. And it's funny. She says that she shares quotes. So let's just go over this and we'll go over her statement. And this is what she took directly out of that statement, okay? Now, out of all the things that guy said, this is the one thing she grabs. This is a direct shot at Rachel Zegler, because Rachel Zegler has a clip that's going viral right now. I've seen a few outlets share it. I think it was it was either with Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel. They're all the same to me. But she was talking about she was on the Snow White ride at Disney, and she said she kept going on the ride so people would recognize her as the princess because she's a narcissist. So this is directly a shot at her, 100%, even though she's trying to play it off that it's not. And It shows you that there's probably a lot of people that have worked with her, I think, that don't have kind things to say. This is what happened to Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors, when he was getting canceled, all kinds of people that worked with him came out and started to shit on him because he's probably a diva. This is a thing in theater, which is where she's from, where you have these people. This is a big thing in Hollywood in general, but theater attracts these kinds of people, and they're hard to work with. They try to control the set, and Rachel Zegler strikes me as one of those people. So I would imagine there's probably a shit ton of people that don't have nice things to say about her, probably throughout her theater career. So we'll see how this works out, but I don't think this is the last of it. Here's the clarification she posted to try to say this isn't about Zegler, even though she doesn't mention Zegler. I post quotes all the time and thought this one was meaningful. Will fully cop to the fact that I did not do any research on where this quote came from, nor did I know of the connection until it was pointed out to me. I have no intention of inserting myself into a news cycle. This is not the first time I've posted about dealing with narcissism, and it probably won't be the last, but next time I'll be sure to clarify its origins first. So you don't like narcissists, which tells me you don't like Rachel Zegler. So you know damn well, because this is a big news cycle, that this dude shared this on purpose, or shared this story, and you did this on purpose because you've worked with her. And she is a self-proclaimed narcissist. This is totally intentional. You got a talking to, and you deleted it. You should have stood firm. Here's the two together. I've never seen West Side Story, so I don't know how much screen time these two share together. But I've never been in a film, but I've known people in theater. And if theater is like film, these people, the stars of it hang out sometimes. They hang out off set, probably go and hang out and do things and drink together. She probably does not like Rachel Zegler. So, this ain't going to be the last time, baby. I'm telling you that right now. You've already had that Platt guy's son come out. Now you have her. This is going to be probably a year-long thing of former associates of Zegler coming out and blasting her. She kind of opened up the door for this. This is her fault. So, it's like they say, what's that old saying? You reap what you sow. So, it's all going to come home. She's not done in theater. Like, she already got some job. I forget, Avita somewhere. I don't know where that one's being produced, but she'll be doing theater for a long time. And maybe, as Tom said on Flashcast a week or so ago, she'll probably get into an indie film. And then, depending on how she is then, maybe she can get back in Hollywood. But I'm not so sure. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.